So we're officially in the second half of the game. Things will definitely start picking up here. I mean, in some retrospects, they probably already have, all things considered. But still, yeah, as you can see, there's definitely a lot more viruses now. Around 50, I think, is about what we get around to at this point. And yeah, it can definitely be a bit overwhelming. No one's perfect when it comes to, you know, handling all that stuff at once. It can be a tall order for sure. I may seem like I have my cool pretty well while playing this, but trust me, my friends will tell you I have my moments where I freak out and panic. Heck, I'm sure you guys notice that from other videos I do too, so. No one's perfect in that regard. No one is perfect. And if you are, tell me how you got that way, because I would love to know. Perfect at, like, reactioning to stuff anyway. Is more so what I'm getting at there. And I really don't want these yellows right now. Yeah, we need some reds and blues, please. Reds and blues. Give me lots of reds and blues. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and just forfeit that. Not gonna get rid of that blue on top yet. Still have stuff I want to do about that. Getting a double yellow would be nice, but let me get the other yellows first, I think. Okay, yeah, this way I don't need that double yellow necessarily. Of course, I get it anyway, but that's fine. Okay, now I can probably get rid of that red at the top. I just didn't want these blues to interfere with anything. Finally work on this yellow that's been just taunting us for a while. Oh shoot, it's a shame we couldn't get that blue. Which we probably can if we get rid of some of these blocks. Oh yeah, oh wow, we actually got it faster than I thought. Wow. Nice clearing, me. Nice clearing. So let's start working up towards this red line. And we just got to get the blue, and that is level 11 done. But yeah, there are definitely other versions of Dr. Mario. If you guys would like to watch me play any other versions, would definitely be up for it. I'm not gonna lie, they'll probably be very similar to what this version is. So there probably won't be a lot of variety, but I mean, you're also talking to me, the person who's frickin' doing a frickin' Warriors game right now. So I don't exactly have too much room to talk when it comes to variety. But hey, I never resist an opportunity to play Dr. Mario when I'm feeling it. It's just a really good puzzle game to, you know, use in that fashion. That's, you know, part of the reason why, like, I mean, even in, like, WarioWare, for example, it was my way of playing Dr. Mario, so, you know, whenever I wanted to play it, you know, I could just turn on my game of that and it'd be right there because I just had it unlocked from the main menu, so... Okay. Kind of risky doing that, but I had to do something to get this moving. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I swear, sometimes you're going to be, like, looking at stuff, like, back and forth and over again to make sure that you're, you know, placing things in the right format. Okay, get this. Go ahead and get this out of the way, too. Put it over here. Trying to figure out if I want to get that yellow at the top taken care of. Not yet, anyway. I probably do, I just don't really have a game plan yet. A double yellow would be nice for that. I will watch if I actually remember that if I do get a double yellow. Keep getting double blues, though. Okay, there's double yellow. Oh, what? I guess I double tapped or something. That's a little annoying. Okay, so this is a problem we have to kind of fix in a... I don't really want to say a non-conventional way, because, I mean, I've been kind of using those methods throughout this anyway, but... Obviously, we need to find a way to get that left side taken care of. And you can do that in any number of ways. Like, you can do it by, you know, making clears from below. But obviously, if you want to make clears from below, you'll have to clear other stuff. So what we're kind of doing right now is I'm kind of clearing out everything else on the board. Just so we have that taken care of, essentially. And then that way, when we get ready to do our thing, it'll be fairly easy to do so. All we need now is some reds. I love how we have, like, all these blues, but... Okay, there we go. So there we go. We got that taken care of. So now we have to kind of work our way up there. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. And here's where you have to kind of be a little creative with how you do this. And you also need to make sure that you count properly so that you don't put, like, too many extra things in a certain place that you don't need to. So now we have to just get rid of that red and we should be good. Okay, I believe that's 3 red spaces. And all I have to do is just hold left whenever I get a red. Assuming that it's rotated on the right side, and there we go. So see, that could have been a colossal mistake in any other scenario, but thankfully it happened when it did in that last run, so it really wasn't that bad. Gonna put that all the way on the side. Also, another strategy I haven't really talked about or addressed, mainly because, like, if you want to address it in, you know, this particular game, you can't really even do this strat, but obviously, people might be wondering about pause buffering, which basically means, like, you know, pressing the pause button so you can essentially take a moment to think about where you want to move a specific piece. Well, here's the thing. You can't do that. So yeah, you can't really do that in this version. Now, if you play this on emulator, and the emulator has, you know, a way to essentially, like, pause the screen without, like, you know, going to black, because obviously, you know, some emulators work differently than how the actual game was actually programmed to be done. You could technically use that as a way to pause buffer. Obviously, do not do that in like any sort of like competitive instance, because again, I'm sure they'd be trying to test you on, you know, individual skill and not that. But you know, it is something you can do. Retro Achievements does allow that. Otherwise, they would not make that, you know, appropriate to do with the emulator. So they do not mind that feature being a thing. But yeah, can't really pause buffer, at least in this version. I'm sure there might be other versions that are a little more lenient in that regard. I mean, even then, you could still kind of use this to check a little bit. Sorry if that was like flashing was too much. Didn't consider that when I started doing that, but yeah, some could consider that pause buffering being enough as well. I personally don't, because I'm just a very visual guy and I kind of need to see everything before I make my move, essentially. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting to get the combo in that way, but hey, it works, I guess. If it works, it works. And that's all I gotta say about that. Okay. Let's start getting rid of that blue, or both of these blues, because there's more than them. And level complete. Okay, moving on, level 14. We're getting to the final stretch here soon. And then things will really start to get tricky. Another funny thing about, like, the whole, you know, I mentioned how, like, some emulators have, like, you know, different pause features. One thing, if that will, like, help you guys feel a little more, you know, like, hey, you cheated to get that achievement or whatever. One thing that like does that is kind of detrimental with using the pause feature with the emulator I use is that you can't like mash it. You can't mash pause and use kind of like a buffer trick. You can't really use it like that because I believe they have it set so that if you hit pause, you can't pause again for like a few seconds. It's not a huge amount of time, but like, and then they make it so you can't deliberately abuse it. But, you know, even any little bit helps. Just giving yourself like a little bit of time to look at the piece you have, see where you want to move it, and then, you know, rotate it to a certain place, while also looking at the next piece, giving you kind of an idea of like where to put that. Like that can give you enough information to just kind of, you know, not need it for a while anyway. But yeah, just sometimes I can't blame people for feeling like they need just a little more time, because again, not everyone is superhuman with their reactions. I'm definitely not, that's for sure. Despite what some games of Mario Party would have you believe otherwise. Yeah, I did not know where to put that, so I just kind of let that one fall all the way down. That'll happen sometimes. Sometimes just, you know, just let a piece fall. Because sometimes trying to, like, scrutinize over every little piece will not help. So just, you know, put something down, potentially figure out how to get rid of it later. That's really all you can do in some cases. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Kind of, not really blanking, but like, I'm definitely having kind of those moments right now where it's just like, I know I'm close to the end of this level and I could just very easily just power through this, but I'm like, oh no, what do I press? What do I press? What do I do? What do I do? Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's not a big deal. I can be calm. Maybe. Perfect. 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 Yeah, perfect. All you Street Fighter fans out there. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. And see, sometimes, like, you'll have moments like that where, like, you're trying to fit into a space, but the board's going too fast that it might land before it has a chance to slide into where you want it. I suppose the only thing I can really give you tips or advice for to avoid that, if that does happen, is to keep in mind that, hold that thought. Hold that thought as I try to course correct here. Of course, I rotated it the wrong way. Come on, Slim, let's not choke this far in. I swear, if I somehow do the achievement again, I swear, it's like, oh my god, I'm just apparently a Dr. Mario expert now, I guess. But as I was saying, if you need to like put like a piece into a certain section and you need to kind of like really squeeze it down under, one thing to keep in mind is that holding is not as fast as mashing. So basically, holding a button will not move it as fast as just naturally matching the button. So keep that in mind if you need to try to squeeze something under it, because then like you could kind of use that to, you know, relegate your speed in certain instances. And see, it's really fun when you get to these levels, because yeah, we're on level 15 now. I feel like levels 11 through 15 did not take as long as the 5 through 10 stretch. I don't know if I've just had more things to talk about, or less things to talk about, and I can just focus on the game more. I have no idea. But, yeah, like, I kind of really enjoy this part of the game right here to some extent. Maybe not when it's necessarily going this fast. But, I don't know, I think it can be kind of fun to, like, try to clear a very, very high level in a quick amount of time. Because it can just be kind of fun to see, like, how fast you can do it in some instances. Like, at the beginning, I felt like I was really blowing through, but then I made a little bit of a mistake and kind of slowed down a bit. But even then, like, I wouldn't say that my position is really bad right now. Definitely far from it. Okay. Let's see. Put you here, you here. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Wish I had a better yellow place, but I don't. I'll put you here, you here, you here. Okay, I'll put some yellows there for now. And see, those yellows go away immediately. Of course, now they give me more yellows. It's like, come on, guys, make your mind. So, like, right here, like, I quickly mashed twice to get that under there. As opposed to holding it, because if I held it, it probably wouldn't have gone all the way in. Let's do this. See, this way I can do that. Trying to find the best way to do this. Yeah, we'll do this. Well, I've had a perfect opportunity to get rid of those yellows, and I just did not take it. That's okay, because I'm going to do it right there, then. Okay, let's get this red out of the way. Get those yellows out of the way. Put you here. Blue would be really nice right about now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead and get rid of these. Clear, clear. Clear. Okay, we just have some pieces at the bottom. Also pieces. Yep, couldn't escape that. Sorry, guys. And before all the people said that, yeah, when you first started playing this and you said it was your favorite puzzle game, we're like, what about Pieces, Slim? No, Pieces is my favorite jigsaw puzzle game. Given there's not a lot in that department in the first place, but alas, that is still what I feel. Okay, that should be taken care of. Need some blues. There's the blue. And hey, there's the red. Okay, guys, the final 5 levels. Let's do this. Oh, man. Yep, these are where things are gonna start getting really, really fast. If you feel like you need to just take a moment to breathe, feel free to pause and do that. There is literally nothing wrong with breathing right here. So do it if you must. You want to make sure you have oxygen by the end of this. Don't make Dr. Mario get one of those things where you have to go clear. Really? I disagree with that. I disagree with that completely, guys. What else is new? So a blue and a red would be really nice. I want to see if I can maybe get that. Or maybe not. I would have, but... Oh, man, I did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay, I think we kind of course-corrected enough for that level. I mean, I still have one piece that's kind of not where it needs to be, but that's fine. Come on. Okay. Getting a double red would be nice, because then I could get rid of those reds in the top. Kind of what I'm hoping for, if I'm being honest. It's not giving me that. How could you not give? And see, there may have been an instance where I did get a double red. I just used it for something else because I just very quickly saw, oh, hey, look, I can use a double red there. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do this. So we can get rid of this. Thank you. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that much of a clear for that. Damn it, I'll take it. Eh? Okay. Let's keep building, let's keep building. I don't know why I did that. Eh. Thought about making those two blues on the bottom when I'd clear out horizontally, but decided against that. Okay. Let's get these reds out of the way. Okay, we can get this blue. Now get the yellow. Okay, 16 done. I know I said that before I actually got it done, but I felt pretty confident at that point. Okay, level 17. I like that they kind of gave us a little more room to work with. I probably didn't do that optimally though, but that's fine. Yeah, right now I kind of see my biggest problem is going to be the left side, or the right side. So I might try to do something later to fix that. Oh, you know what? That could actually be it right there. Yep. See? Sometimes you just gotta wait for the right opportunity, and then you can get rid of it. Okay. That works. I have an idea. It worked. Definitely worked. Sorry for no speech. I am performing the act of concentrating right now. If you couldn't tell. Oh yeah, I always love when I can get like a bigger chunk gone as opposed to just one. It's always kind of a nice feeling. Okay, yeah, this should be pretty easy to wrap up. I say as I kind of screw up a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, this is perfect. What do I need to do? Oh wait, no, I messed that. Why did I do that? That's stupid. I was like, oh yeah, I need to put a red. I can just make a line of reds right there, and then I just end up not doing that. That's okay. So I just need a double red now. And now I need are just yellows. Wow, yellows kind of took your sweet time there, didn't you?